Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for tuning in to Johnny's Motorized Basics. So, what do we got going on today? Well, about the same thing we usually have going on every day. We're taking a ride to the mailbox. Now, we're not using the new bike because that is out of commission for a wee bit because we gotta fix something. I did something stupid to it. Can't rev it as high as I was trying to down a hill because I'm an idiot. That's okay, not a big deal. We get over and move on. I didn't look into it, don't know what's wrong with it, but I have a funny suspicion that I snapped a ring or two or three. I don't know, we'll see. It messed up the cylinder, probably just a piston, but we don't know. So if you could, because you're gonna like everything that's coming, hit the like button. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, because like 78, 90% of you aren't subscribed to the channel that watch it, which is weird because I'm so much fun. Please hit the subscribe button. It only helps me out to bring more content to you because, well, be honest with you, I'm gonna do the content regardless. Whether you like it, don't like it, watch it, don't watch it. It just helps me mentally because, you know, there's a lot going on up here. So we gotta go pick up some Christmas gifts at the mailbox. We also have to pick up a motor at the mailbox and maybe stop on my job to pick up a new shelving unit because I need more shelving in my room and get rid of the old shelving so I can have just more bigger shelving that would just be all around better. So we got the trailer hooked up to Tweaker. Tweaker's still rocking the YD100. Just a good bike, man. Just a good, reliable bike. Now, this is the first time. Now, I did one video, maybe two videos. I think I did one on my helmet, and then the initial ride home I did. This is the first time I'm taking the 360 out on the actual selfie stick for real skis. I'll have my regular GoPro on. This is also the very first time I'm using my new GoPro on my chest with the lapel mic. It's a wireless lapel mic, so I'm really hoping it works. Now, I did a little testing inside to see how the sound is, and it seems like the sound is okay. So let's continue to hope that's true. I'm not running the little plastic lenses. I just think it gives it a distorted view, which I'm not happy about. This is completely dead. Okay, cool. So we got no lights. I feel as though we should get some lights. Let's go get some lights real quick. I at least need something on the front. Guys, I gotta get moving. I still got Bear's bike not working, and that's stressing me out. One, I got other stuff I really want to do, like fix my bike. I can't do any of that until I get his bike finished because he needs the bike to get back and forth to work. Absolutely insane what I've been going through with this bike. See how she starts up today. Haven't started it yet. A little bit of choke on. Yeah, no problemo. I gotta get Jokester fixed, guys. Should have brought my sunglasses. Ay. But I gotta get Jokester fixed. I really love that bike. And it's just not comfortable. Like, I rode this bike for, you know, a long time, over a year already. I don't know, 20,000 miles on it probably. And a lot of parts, a lot of axles. You know how it went. You saw the videos. But it's just not near as comfortable as Jokester. Jokester is super comfortable, guys. Like, silly comfortable. Gotta get the bike warmed up. But yeah, I mean, Jokester is just so comfortable to ride, and I haven't towed with it yet. So I'm sure it'd be a great tow rig, just because it's so strong and powerful. But the thing for me, it is so comfortable to ride. Like, so comfortable to ride. And she's getting warmed up now. I can feel it, hear it. And it started in 2 days. I didn't have to, so I didn't. But yeah, I need to get Bear's bike done. So we can go ahead and get my bike fixed, because I'll be honest, I really want my bike back. I've been riding this one again for, I don't know, about a week or so now. And not that there's anything wrong with it, but, you know, once you start riding a Cadillac, it's really hard to go back to a Ford, you know, tempo. Well, I'm a Ford guy, so should I say, you know, when you're used to riding a new Lincoln Continental, it's really hard to go to the Ford. Well, I can't say a Focus. It's way stronger than a Focus, so I don't know. Maybe Contour? Definitely not the Contour SVT though. Just the regular Contour. Let's go up and do that light real quick. Sorry guys, don't do that at home, children. I'm definitely interested to see the outside perspective of me riding on the 360 camera. I haven't really used it much, mainly because I just haven't been riding or anything. So, you know, there's no reason to take it out. But I do now. I think that's better. I think I had it pointing up a little bit. My bad, guys. It's funny, the RPM of the motor right here, you know, pulling the trailer and all that nonsense. It's a good little RPM for the motor and the weight, even though I don't got that much besides just me and the trailer and, you know, my bag, bike, but it's an empty trailer. So, that RPM, just the sound of the engine, is about where I ride Jokester. And let me tell you something, guys. I am going way faster on Jokester than I am Squeaker. I'm probably, I know I'm doing anywhere, when I'm cruising on Jokester, I'm cruising anywhere from 28 to 32. Big difference. When I'm cruising on Squeaker, I'm cruising anywhere from 22 to 27 or something like that, I think. Somewhere around there. Big difference because of the gearing, the bigger or smaller sprocket on Jokester. They got, you know, I got the 29-inch rim compared to the 26. But, yo, guys, I have basically the model rims I got on Jokester are the same model as this, except the newer version, I guess you'd say, you know. But same setup, you know, they're just slightly different shaped as far as the actual angles of the spokes. But I gotta say, they are by far the best rims I have ever had. Outside of me always, you know, breaking something on this one with the axles and stuff. But all in all, absolutely phenomenal. Like, I have total confidence in these rims. I don't have total confidence in the 5 spokes. That's for sure. You'll never catch me riding another set of 5 spokes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's 2 types of 5 spokes. And I definitely had the crappier of the 2. But the other one doesn't look much beefier to me. So I don't think it's really worth it. But what can you do, right? Come on, girl, we got this. We got a little bit of a headwind, nothing crazy, but a little bit. What are you doing, lady? Looks at me like I'm nuts. Ay, ay, ay. So I definitely recommend getting the 3-spoke rims for your build. I know everyone says the Gemini wheels, and I've never had them, and I'm sure 11-spoke wheels are great. I think there's a set out there from Granger or something. and I hear those are good, but I don't know. In my opinion, spokes just break. You know, if I bought those rims, they definitely would probably last a lot longer. But you know, I'm almost 300 pounds by myself. You know, I'm only a little 15 pounds shy. Like it's not, or yeah, no, 20 pounds shy now. I think I lost a little weight. So yeah, I'm like 270, 275. That's a lot of freaking weight. And you add my backpack on, which is probably about, you know, leveled me off to the 300, if not more, because it's definitely heavy. And then half the rest of the time, you know, like today, I'm pulling a trailer. That puts a lot of stress on your rim. You know, because it's right on the axle, where it hooks up. It puts a lot of extra stress on that rim. And it puts the stress on the spokes. You know, all that. And these, I mean, I break axles, but that's just because I buy the cheap, or I really just reuse axles. But that's, you know, I would break the axle in those rims, whether it was those rims or these. At least this way I know I'm not breaking spokes. When it comes down to it, 11 gauge, 12 gauge, or stock, you're still, you know, a tiny piece of metal holding up a lot of weight. The bike's got to weigh about 50 pounds at least. I mean, it's probably, like right now, I'm probably around 400 pounds all in, maybe more, between me, the bike, the bag, and the trailer. And, you know, I'm not even considering the centrifugal drag of wind and stuff and how much weight that puts on everything. So, you know, how much can those rims really hold up? Yeah, they'll hold up once, twice, 100 times, and then they break. I would guarantee it. Like, you let me have a set of them, and I bet I'll break them eventually. Not even trying to. It's not even talking bad, but when you're a bigger fella, like, you just gotta find the most durable stuff. And I really feel like I found it with these rims, so I like them. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, these are really nice. They're rounded shape. Like, that's the difference between these and the newer version on Jokester. All the angles are rounded on this. On Jokester, they're all, like, very edgy and angular. But there is also a little more meat in some of the spots. Like, where the spokes connect to the hubs and stuff. There's a little bit thicker metal there, which, you know, means they're probably stronger. But I still have full confidence in these, but I'm glad those are, because, you know, they're 3 inches bigger basically than these. I wish I would have had my, I was gonna do it too, but I was like, I'm running late, it's getting dark, there's no point. Last time I went to the mailbox and I was riding Jokester, and the last time I rode Jokester, when the wheel locked up on me, I didn't have my camera rolling, and it's crazy. Every time I decide not to bring my camera is the time something happens, and it's a bad habit of mine because, you know, I'm running late or stressed for time or trying to make it here, there, or the other place, and that's something I gotta be mindful. Like, I need to bring my camera with me so that I can catch all that stuff. I don't want to take a chance of dropping the camera. Now, I don't know, it's not that heavy, but the GoPro weighs a little bit, and I don't know how much leverage sticking up in the air like that, going around a hard right turn, if it would make the trailer tip over. I don't think it would, but I'm not really willing to find out either. That's why I took that turn so wide. The Hyper Smooth, or whatever they call it, on the GoPros, wow, what a difference. I mean, when you're riding on your test mount, you don't really notice much vibration because it's pretty steady regardless. But, like, on the selfie stick back there, because it's so high in the air and there's so much angle, like, from the actual connection point, like, holy crap, is that thing smooth. It's impressive. Like, all those bumps I just went over, they're going to be super duper smooth. Uh-oh, the camera moved. I got to pull over and check that out. So after I get Bear's bike done, my bike is the next on the chopping block. I'm getting Jokester back because I cannot have it down any longer. I miss my girl, man. Me and her were really bonding, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. I'm kind of not glad it happened, obviously, but you know, I've never had this motor. There's not much video on this motor out there outside of like what Le Hover, Mr. Le Hover did, and I think I'm gonna start saying that, Mr. Le Hover, like he's French, right? Because down there he's in Louisiana, so it's like the bayou, so it's like Le Hover. It's French Louisiana down there, and basically, like a lot of people speak French and stuff. So La Hover, Mr. La Hover. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna roll with that. So Mr. La Hover is the only one out there with any real information on it, any videos. And from my understanding, I don't think he really put any other videos out because I don't think he really did much else with it. You know, he got it running, made it work better, and I don't think he uses it really anymore. So there's not really much to go on when it comes to that bike or that motor. So I don't really know what all the weak points are. Now everyone says they don't make power and blah, blah, blah. No motor really makes power out of the box. Let's be serious. There is none outside of the Phantom 85. You know what I mean? Like but that's different. That is literally designed to be a performance monster for a stock motor out of the box. That's exactly what they made it for, which is awesome. But I'm not spending money on that. For one, I can build my own, which I'd enjoy doing way more than spending $300 on a Phantom. This one was under 200, same size piston, and for the record, what makes power, now there's a lot of variables, but what makes power in these motors is the port timing. When you let the exhaust out, when you're letting the transfers open, when you let the intake open, and when they all work together. That's what makes the power in these motors, not, you know, just a motor. You could literally take a block of aluminum, big square block of aluminum, and put the same port timings that you got with the Phantom 85, and boom, you basically have a Phantom 85. As long as you do the shapes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like they all start off with a block of aluminum. Just because one has a name on it doesn't mean it doesn't make power. Just because it's a CDH110 doesn't mean you can't make power with it. And believe me when I tell you, my bike, Jokester, makes some power, man. I was very impressed. I was very worried that wobble is so bad. We're almost there. Let's hope it holds up. I was very impressed with how hard it pulls. I mean, like I said, between me and the bike, let's just say it's, and my backpack on the regular, you know, I put the rack on, I got my backpack all the time, I got all that stuff all the time. Let's say that we're at 400 pounds. Right? We're 300, let's say 350, just to be nice. So let's say, what is a wobble? Well, I got pull over, I can feel it in the trailer. So let's say we're at 350, right? Right, that's a good amount of weight for one of these motors to pull. So, 350 for the motor to pull all the time. Then, on top of it, so you got 350 for the motor to pull. I just saw this wheel wobbling and I didn't like it. It's hard to see with the helmet, so I think it's just wobbling because it's, you know, crappy. I think I might put the stock wheels back on. I'll probably do one modification of these to see if it works. If it does, then I'll probably keep these, to be honest, but we'll see. Anyway, so there's 38.2 sprocket on there. Where's the crossover thing? There it is. 38.2 sprocket, 29-inch wheels, 700 Cs. That is a lot of friggin' wheel and sprocket to turn from a dead stop with that much weight. And it does it no problem, pulling speed up a hill, like, it is impressive. And I don't have it turned up high. I didn't go crazy with it because I didn't want to, what you call it? Oh, this is great construction, make it tighter, a little more dangerous. I like what we're doing here. Can't even use the other side of the road. That's interesting. So, let's try not to die. And it pulls away, no problem. Like that bike, like I said, I don't have it turned up real hot because I need it to be reliable, not including this present moment. But I have a feeling I snagged the ring when I over-revved it, which I should have been able to rev it that high. But the truth being told, when I did the grind on the transfer, I think I went too far on the exhaust side, and I was worried about it possibly snagging, but it didn't catch. But once you're flying at 10,000 RPM and you have loose tolerances, there's a good chance that you will, you know, snag something and catch something, go past its good point, you know what I mean? When I get to the opening that bike up, I will explain it better for you. Okay, we're gonna head to get my shelf from my job. Hope I got enough gas. I didn't fill up because I didn't have any, because I would have had to go get it and I didn't want to waste time doing that. So I'm actually getting kind of low. I used up way more to get here than I thought I would. And honestly, I think going to get my unit, I think is probably going to be too much, to be honest with you. I have a feeling I might run out. Let's go get this thing. Well, it should be no surprise from this point out, I screwed up. I hit the hero selection on the GoPro 360, so the rest of the footage from that camera is actually shot in a straight form matter, just like this camera you're watching now is. So no more 360 footage on this video, but it is a work in progress. We all know that I'm slightly slow and a little dumb, so this idiot is gonna figure it all out and get it right, hopefully for the next video. Sorry guys, but what can you do? I hope you enjoyed the little bit in this video, and the audio I know was kind of screwed up, and that is because I had my jacket and all the layers on, and the microphone kind of got muffled, and all you heard was my voice and barely heard anything from the actual motor running and stuff, and that's personally what I like to listen to. So either way, it's a work in progress like always, but I promise that eventually and pretty soon we might actually be like a half decent YouTube channel and make decent content, but I make no promises to that. I'm saying I will continue to try, but I just can't promise it. So I hope you guys stick around for the rest of it. I gotta gain speed to cross over, going down a hill. I'd much rather have really good brakes right now. You want me over there. That's fine. Rutgers University, Rutgers Stadium, SHI Stadium. It's Stadium? That's a horrible thing, man. It's only missing one letter, and everyone already calls Jersey the armpit of America, which is just untrue. I would think that's more like Staten Island. I'm just kidding. When you don't live in Jersey for a while and you come back, there's a smell. Big industry place, you know, a lot of people. What can you do? There's a bug right there. I was not expecting that. Definitely could have stayed on the road, but I remember that last time I was here too when I did this. And I said it to myself, but I don't ride this section nearly enough to remember that. The road would have been less bumpy. We just get on the road and do whatever the road says to do. Then we don't got to do left or right on jumps and anything. Thank you, Mrs. GPS. The JIP system. Oh, there's a hill. We're going straight? Okay, you say so. I believe you. River Road. One of the Piscataway guys. Like, don't get me wrong. Squeaker, good, it pulls, but you definitely need to help it more from a dead stop. But to be fair, I also was very mild with the ports on this, and you know, is what it is. Now, when I rebuild it, the YD will not be on it though. I'm putting a 49. As good as the YD's been to me, and as much as I love the YD100, all of that, blah blah blah. Because it is. It's a phenomenal motor. It runs great, very reliable, all of that stuff. But, hairy butt, I really like the 49. I like the iron sleeve. I like the idea of not having to worry about destroying a cylinder if something's to go wrong. Now, mind you, I did all the modifications, so this isn't really going to have a problem like that. But, you know, I've already got, I don't know, probably 10,000 miles on it at least, maybe more. I used this motor for almost the entire summer. That was a lot of riding. So, and you know, I'm still using it. I own it for friends to use, so it gets around the block a lot. So, I'm thinking I'd like to put the 49 on it because I don't know how long this will be good for. Of course, I'm not retiring it. I'm just going to put it on another bike. Oh, guys, my GoPro Hero died. The one on my chest. When we get to where we're going, we'll put new batteries in. Okay, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Let's hope it doesn't. It shouldn't. Let's try to get home quickish, though, because I don't have my good light with me. Oh, it's definitely heavier now. Oh, boy. Anybody need a safe? They're throwing one out. I love these surface drifter tires, but I gotta say, as soon as you hit any kind of gravel, they do not react well to it. I'm debating on the next pair of tires I get. Might be like the ones on Purple Nightmare. That's good. Yeah, it's good. Because they got knobs on the far outside, so when you lean, you don't slide. You know what I mean? And they're super smooth on the inside, like the drifters kind of, and they're made by the same company. So they have that flat protection system. That's freaking really cool. Go, lady. Christmas lights. Oh boy, so the last couple hours so far have been very eventful, guys. Oh boy. I'm really glad I went in and got the other light for the rear. Honestly, I thought I was going to be back before it got even close to dark, but you know, everything always takes a little bit longer. I didn't really... Okay, well, as you can see from the video, I'm just cutting it here mainly because my microphone died. So like I said, this was my first real ride with the microphones, wireless lapel mics that I think are just awesome and also just a little safer without having the cord. But it's another thing to add to my learning curve. Unfortunately, I'm pretty slow when it comes to the curve, but we do manage to get it all reined in eventually, and as I promised, I will continue to try to make quality content, but there is no promises that I will, but I will promise to try. So either way, guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the like. If you dislike it, hit the dislike. If you want, leave me a comment in the comment sections. I appreciate that more than anything. But we made it home safe. Everything went well. Got the new stuff, the new rack, everything. So make sure you go down in the description, go to Johnny's Motorized Bicycles Facebook group, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Check you later. Peace.